Remember how Kylo said let the past die? The Sith, the Jedi?
It's time to let old things die. Snoke, Skywalker, the Sith, the Jedi, the Rebels, let it all die.
I guess he wasn't for realsies.
Don't get too proud of this technological terror you've constructed.
Lucasfilm has released a new Stormtrooper variant for the Rise of Skywalker, and while I am a bit of a Stormtrooper fanatic, shocking, I know, I had to pause when I heard the name of this new Stormtrooper. Why? Because they're called Sith Stormtroopers. Now, Lucasfilm and Disney have been very adamant that Snoke and Kylo are not Siths. They use the dark side of the Force, but they aren't Siths, which I went along with. Why not? At the end of Return of the Jedi, Vader and Palpatine are killed, so no more Sith. And then I was more on board because Snoke was talking about creating an individual that had the perfect balance of light and dark. Okay, he wanted to do that with Kylo. That makes sense. You're putting two halves together. In fact, they've even talked about that in recent Star Wars canon, about having artifacts and such that can only be used by both a dark side and a light side user. So I was 100% on board with this. 99% on board with this. But now we have Sith Stormtroopers that have the design of First Order Stormtroopers in snazzy red. That's not snarky. I love the color red. But it's also being leaked that Knights of Ren and Kylo control the Sith Stormtroopers? What? Why would Snoke create a Sith Stormtrooper if he wasn't a Sith? Why would Kylo have Sith Stormtroopers if he created them, if he wants the Sith to die and just be gone with? Then it gets even weirder because in a leaked page of Who's Who in the Galaxy, we see there's a symbol next to Sith Lord and Darth Vader that is the symbol the Sith Stormtroopers are using. So are these troopers connected to Sith Lords, to Vader and Palpatine? We know Palpatine is back in Episode 9, we just don't know in what capacity. I still believe, and it's my crackpot theory, and I'm sure others have it as well, that Palpatine was controlling Snoke. That would fit in with the other Star Wars canon we've been given lately about Sith artifacts being able to control people, influence them, and have them do shenanigans. So did Palpatine have the Sith Stormtroopers created via Snoke? And now is Kylo in charge of them and the Knights of Ren, although he's really not, and he doesn't know that Palpatine is pulling the strings and has the loyalty of the Sith Stormtroopers? This could severely hurt Kylo because we know he's creating private armies and militias to kind of have concrete control over the First Order and to ensure he stays in control, because people aren't too happy about him being in control of the First Order, such as Hux, who will be plotting against him in Episode 9. I'd love for them to have always been loyal to Palpatine and part of his plan. I would also love, once news gets around that Palpatine is still around, those that were part of the Empire and then merged into the First Order actually switch back to Palpatine. Of course, I guess Kylo could have reneged on his whole let the Sith die sort of thing. I mean, Rey did reject him in his plan, and he could have gone, you wanna know what? Fuck you then. I'm bringing the Sith back, and they're gonna be sexy stormtroopers. I'm not trying to bash Kylo because I really like him. It just seems like the type of thing he would do. He throws temper tantrums. He seems like the jealous type of, fine, you didn't do what I wanted, you rejected me, I'm gonna make you pay. Now, what if these Sith Stormtroopers are actually clones? I mean, they did mention a clone army in the sequel trilogy, which at the time I thought was just a nod to the prequels, although in fairness, clones and the Clone War was brought up in A New Hope, but you get what I'm saying. It would be interesting if these Sith troopers were clones of someone that was Force sensitive, but I mean, when has someone that's Force sensitive ever been cloned? I would actually be so excited if these troopers turned out to be loyal not to Kylo but to Palpatine, and then Palpatine somehow takes possession of another body and then has them do his dirty work. And then Kylo, who is ousted from the First Order, has no other choice but to go to Rey for help. Or what if we get 3 or 4 warring factions in Episode 9, which I understand is quite a bit. So we have Kylo and the people that are loyal to him in the First Order and the armies he's been massing. Then we have Palpatine and his Sith troopers and the old Imperial officers with him. Then we have what's left of the New Republic and then the Resistance, and they're all going at it. Though probably the New Republic, what's left of it, would join with the Resistance. That dynamic would rock my socks. Honestly, at the end of the day, I do think these Sith Stormtroopers look hot as hell, and I'm really excited about them, but we know kind of the MO of Lucasfilm under Disney. They hype the hell out of something only to either waste it or only have it on screen for a little bit, and then it's just fucking gone. So I don't want to get too excited about these really awesome Stormtroopers because I feel like that might happen again. Or it just doesn't make sense why they're around. But hey, those are my crazy thoughts. What are your thoughts on the new Sith Stormtroopers? Do you think they look awesome? Who do you think they are loyal to? Do you believe the rumors that they are led by Kylo and the Knights of Ren? Do you think it doesn't matter that they're called Sith Stormtroopers and it's just a nod to his grandpa if Kylo named them? I don't know. Let me know all your crazy thoughts about the Sith Stormtroopers in the comment section down below because I like them, but I'm worried.
Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.